What's up, guys? Erebus here. Welcome back to 999. So, last time we just barely got into this and found ourselves in this egregious room, which is filling up with water that we're locked into. Not a great time. So, let's get out and find out what's going on around here. We don't know why we're here, or even how we got here, or even where this is. So, hopefully we'll get to find out. Alright, let's slide some cards in this little reader here. See what happens. Alright. Slip the cards. No dice. It's not working. Why? That's right. We have other cards. Forgot the blue cards. Let's use them blue cards. Nope. No bueno. But there's nothing else going on here. There's only one other hint we have. The files. We did find a file last time that talked about digital roots and how to compute them. So, maybe we should use these cards in a particular order to make a digital root. But what root should it be? Well, there is a 5 on that door. Not really sure about this, but it's worth a shot. Alright, puzzle time. So we need a digital root of 5. Now the easiest way that I can think of to get that would be by making 14, because 4 plus 1 is 5. So we can use a 7, a 6, and a 1. And that will give us 5. Oh no. Okay, there we are. Jackpot. Think this is going to work. Here we go, it's a new noise. Well, what's going on? Did it unlock? The light was red, now it's blue. No doubt about it. There's nothing keeping me here now. Time to go. Alright then, let's get out. We did it! Yay! Yay us! Okay, that's clearly a very simple tutorial room, which I mentioned in the last episode I've done recently because of having started the LP before and having to scrap it and redo it because tech issues. So, it was a pretty easy room, but they do get tougher and more interesting as it goes.
That felt too much like being flushed down a toilet. Damn.
I don't know why he knows what being flushed down a toilet feels like.
Am I in a hallway?
But I don't want to know.
A door. Another door.
Seems that there's a lot of doors.
Damn this water. Let me go.
Yelling at inanimate objects is always a good way to spend your time.
It opened. What?
Okay.
What the hell?
I get that this is supposed to be, according to our current knowledge, a ship, but I have to make an obligatory Resident Evil reference here and say, what a mansion! It's because that staircase.
Inside of a ship? Well... yeah, that's what I thought.
It's a hell of a staircase.
This is totally a... Wait, what the hell?
Ruh-roh.
A wave?
It's a wave!
Shit! Shit! Okay, I gotta get out of here.
Time for running.
C deck.
I'll run too. You guys run at home.
B deck. Hurry! Hurry! A deck's next.
So much running. Oh, thank God.
People.
Hey, there's people.
A lot of people.
There's more people. Hi.
I guess it's another one of us now.
A dancer.
To be fair, she kind of
No,
looks
I'm
like
not.
she
You
would
better
be.
get moving.
Oh, well, okay then.
I love her attitude about it, though. No. Keep moving.
Silver hair? Huh? One of us, huh? What? Nothing.
It's a strange
Going
comment.
up won't do you any good. There are 2 doors, but neither of them will open.
Very well.
Wait, hold on. The doors won't open?
Come on! Aren't you coming? You gotta hurry!
That's 9 of us then.
I like that our protagonist here has picked out the most specific things about them to refer to them for the time being.
All of the cards are in hand.
Wait! They're gone.
Another mysterious comment.
Just what is going on? There's an old man like a lion, a girl with pink hair, and a prince, and I have no idea what they're talking about.
Huh?
Why he settled on those details, I don't know, but kind of interesting. Hey, look, it's a game developer.
Ah! What was that all about?
Game developer, in a
What the hell
nutshell.
are you just standing there for? Didn't you hear him? The doors on A deck are no good. We gotta check the doors on B deck. Got it? Now go!
All right,
Hey,
going.
man,
Calm
that
down.
was dangerous. Huh? 4. And this one says
More doors.
they're the same.
The room I woke up in had a number on the door just like that.
You too, eh? My cell was the same. A number upon the door. I opened it, ran down the hallway outside, and found myself in a rather grand room full of stairs, as I suspected the rest of you.
So, seems like everybody had the same sort of situation.
Same for me. There was a door with a number on it.
Yes, we all saw the same thing. That's not important. We need to hurry.
You think I don't know that lady?
Her reactions are priceless.
Open! Damn it!
Yeah, nobody cares right now. So it's not the time.
It's not opening. This damn thing won't even budge.
Out of my way!
Let the big man in. He's clearly built like a mountain, given his nickname. But once again, I have to say, has this sort of thing ever worked? The use of pure force.
A body slam from a guy that big didn't even budge it. There must be some other way.
Looks like pretty heavy-duty metal.
This looks just like the device next to the door in that room earlier.
Does
So that
indeed.
means this
This, by the
door
way, is the
probably
internal
works.
monologue filter.
But still.
They originally had to put some kind of filter on it to make it clear that he wasn't speaking because there was no voice acting.
Are there any other doors?
He had scarcely taken a step when, at the top of the stairs, next to an ornate clock embedded in the wall, he saw a person. Oh, hello. It was a girl. She looked to be the same age as Junpei. He froze, unable to look away from her face. He wasn't confounded by her beauty or something equally silly. No, there was another reason he couldn't take his eyes off the girl. Junpei had seen her somewhere before. He couldn't quite remember where, but he knew. He knew he'd met her before. The girl, too, stared at Junpei, similarly stunned. Her response suggested she'd seen him before as well.
Huh?
Without saying a word, Junpei walked slowly toward her. She didn't move. It was almost as though she was held in place by some sort of magic spell. As Junpei stepped onto her landing, the spell broke. No sooner had he set his foot down than the whole ship shook a second time. The quake caught the girl unprepared, and she fell.
Watch out!
Moving on instinct, Junpei leapt to catch her. Or so he thought.
Oh,
Good job, doofus. Her face was far closer than it should have been, mere inches from his own. He was flat on his back, and she had landed squarely on top of him. The girl seemed as confused as he did, and her face suggested she still hadn't fully recovered from seeing him. For a moment that seemed to stretch for a very long time, they stared at one another. The ship stopped shaking. Everything was quiet. Water could be heard from the bottom of the ship, lapping faintly at walls and ceilings, but eventually that faded as well. The silence was complete, a thick, muffling blanket. At last the girl opened her mouth.
oh my gosh! Is that you, Jumpy?
Jumpy. Jumpy. Her words echoed through Junpei's head, and suddenly his memory returned.
Akane.
Why hadn't he realized it before? The girl was Akane Kurashiki. She and Junpei had been friends in childhood. They'd gone to elementary school together for 6 years. But what was she doing on the ship? The plot thickens. Her soft eyes were only inches away from his own. He could feel the warmth of her face. Feelings he thought long forgotten began to work their way to the surface. He could feel his face heating up. At that moment, there was a cutscene. Hey, it's Jigsaw. We've heard it before. Such a badass name. Particularly for a game that's so focused on numbers.
That guy in the gas mask. Hey,
And in
asshole!
my
What the hell
opening
is
and
this?
closing scenes.
Come
And
on
the
out
thumbnail.
here. I want to get a look at you.
What do you mean to do to us?
Pupperoo be going nuts. Lay it on down, big boy. Oh, he's shaking. Not in a bad way, just like in a get some dirt and shit off of me sort of way. That's an odd comment. So it seems like somebody knows something about it.
What the hell's that?
Perhaps there's a linguist in the group.
What is
Very
he
well.
talking about?
He wants us to read the rules.
There's something in my pocket.
I think that
Check
was
this
pretty
out.
clear.
Hey, I got one too.
Rule
It
time!
would seem Zero has seen fit to grace us each with a letter. Would you
Everybody
mind
put your,
terribly
remembrance
reading it to
hats
us,
on.
young man?
Get your memories
On
going.
this ship, you will find a handful of doors emblazoned with numbers.
Like those
We
ones.
will call them the numbered doors. The
Appropriate
doors in
name.
front of you are a pair of the same.
Yes.
The key to opening these numbered doors are the numbered bracelets that each of you possess. Should you total the numbers on your numbered bracelets and find that the digital root of that number is equal to the number of that door will open.
It's a very convoluted
Only
way to
those
do
who have
things.
opened the door may pass through.
But it's cool.
There are, however, limits. Only 3 to 5 people can pass through one numbered door.
3 to
All
5.
those who enter must leave, and all who enter must contribute.
Very
so
well.
This thing on my arm is a bracelet.
Semantics.
The purpose of the game is simple. Leave this ship alive.
That's all we have to do, huh? That doesn't
It
sound
is
that
hidden,
difficult.
but an exit can be found. Seek a way out. Seek a door that carries a 9.
And away the pupper goes. So I am going to just pretend that nothing is happening. And then I'll do an edit. And I'll edit this part out. Probably. I'll edit this part out so that you don't see me taking care of my dog instead of doing an LP. Probably. Unless it's funny enough to leave it. Which it won't be. Probably. Preach it. Oh, okay. It did. It's very specific with the time frame. Was somebody there, like with a stopwatch? Oh, thanks for that. 9 hours, huh? Like the name of the game?
I hear a bell.
There is a bell.
I think it's coming from over by the stairs.
It's the clock telling us the time.
And what time would that be?
It rang 9 times, so 9 o'clock then?
9 o'clock.
think it's 9
What a
PM.
coincidence. Not.
I couldn't see anything when I tried looking out the window earlier. It has to be nighttime.
If that is the case, then we would
Fair.
need to escape by 6 a.m. tomorrow.
With no sleep whatsoever.
Hey! You bastard! What do you mean by that? Come out here, you asshole!
There's always people that are going to get worked up in these sorts of situations. But at any rate, that's going to do it for this episode. So we got out of that damn room, thankfully. We got to meet, it seems, the other cast of characters here that we're going to be spending the next bit of time with. The next 9 hours in game time, at least. Game's not actually that length of time. But got to meet them. Got to hear from our old pal that put us in this situation in the first place, Mr. Gas Mask Man, who's going by the name of Zero. And we got to hear the rules of this game and how things are going to work out. So got a fair amount of information here. And next time we'll proceed to get some more information and plot, and hopefully get to another puzzle room relatively soon. I say relatively because, like I said, this is a VNOV, so these sort of cutscene / novel sections are a large part of the game, and some of them are very long. So we'll see we'll get to it when we get to it. It being the puzzles. But in the meantime, thank you for stopping in. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Go ahead and leave a like on the video if you did, and feel free to comment down below. Let me know what you're thinking of the game so far, whether or not you want to see more, all that good stuff. And other than that, have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day. See you guys next time.